Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. That's fielded in the end zone.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 22-yard line.
To Hunt. 57. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Cousins on first down. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know, coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8 ball on the road to get things going.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. That's a strong safety making a strong, hard tackle.
And we know his coach. Doesn't smile a whole lot, does he? How about that grin right there, ear to ear after that play?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. I got this.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo gets this one to use check.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
12, fellas, here we go. Go, go. Hey, gun.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight?
Cousins gives way to Cook. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception, but not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Here's Cousins, rolling to his right. That's caught by Treadwell. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. I'm only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Vikings first down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run with Cook. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They try again with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 10-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
We play to win. Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Hey, gun.
Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 65 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They run, Cook, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 22-yard line.
Check tight.
Two.
Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And the ball is knocked out. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Let him know.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On 3rd down, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. The 49ers have Richie James back deep. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
I got you.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
Here we go.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Hey, switch gears.
Hey, Alpha. Hey, gun.
Mike's 54. Hey, pick your game up. Switch.
21. Here we go.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
21. Here we go. I got you. Hey, hot.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
One.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. He completes it to Treadwell. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Cousins now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Gun.
Cousins to throw it this time. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Hey, gun.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
11. Hey, gun.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Garoppolo taking a shot for Samuel. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 50 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
57's right. Come to my world. We won.
A first down throw for Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15 he goes.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. From the red zone now, Cousins eluding the pressure right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Again, they stop him behind the line. That is read well for a 2nd straight play defensively. They run it again with Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. To throw is Cousins. And no, it's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
I got you. Let me know right now, you better bring it.
54's Mike.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Hey, gun.
Garoppolo on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Check mark 54. I got you. You must be dreaming.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, exit.
On play action, now Garoppolo. He's going to launch this thing way down and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the 2nd time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Let's go.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Under 10. Hey, wahoo! I got you.
We got it.
12. White.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. He's got a man, complete. Whistles now at a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Coleman. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. Touchdown, 49ers! Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He got 29 yards that time. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, here's Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D4 in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. Third and short yardage, Cousins.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
All right, now here we go.
Cousins to throw for it on fourth. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First.
Watch the shit.
Hey, receiver. Two. Wait,
Cousins again. And Diggs has it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Cam Bailey for the Viking field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. Well, there's two sides here. I guess you could pinpoint and look at the offense and say, oh, man, what a disaster. Hey, the defense, though, they came through.
Preparation's the key to everything, and when you're on the defensive side of the ball and in special teams meetings, you prepare for plays like this, and in this case, they were actually able to win it.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. Now Cousins on 4th down. That's caught by Treadwell. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They come up here with another shot.